We are Emma, Sean, Rex and Maggie. Join us as we explore the UK and beyond in our old motorhome Rennie. In this episode, we head to the coast and try a local Scottish delicacy. Stonehaven is known for its beautiful harbour, beaches and dramatic cliffs. The town is home to a couple of interesting museums, one of which displays a locally found millipede fossil that is 428 million years old. It is the oldest known fossil of an air-breathing land creature in the world. Talking of old fossils.
So, after Emma's Balmoral day today, we have come down to Stonehaven. Is that where we are?
Yep.
And we had a little wander round and had a little beer in the harbour, and then on the way back we noticed this chip shop. You probably can't see it there, but I'll go a little bit closer. But it's where they invented the deep fried Mars bar. So we can't not go and have a deep fried Mars bar, can we? So I'm going to go over, get some chips, see what else they do, like vegetarian, and then go down the front, and if they do a deep fried Mars bar, we'll tell you what they're like. Nice. So we've had our chips. I had chips and curry sauce, that was very good. I also got a couple of pineapple fritters, very good pineapple fritters, very sweet. So we've managed to get ourselves a nice little spot down by the sea. So these are our deep fried Mars bars. Now this is definitely a first for me. So let's have a look. Let's open it up.
Show everyone what they look like.
Yeah, let's open this right up. Oh, look at that.
There's a little bit of shadow. Hang on. Let me get the other side. Oh, they look gross. Really? You go straight in.
Emma, you won't like these.
That means I will.
No, I think I don't want you to have that one because you won't like it, and you'll just you'll be disappointed.
Explain what it's like, food critic.
It tastes like warm cookie dough ice cream. That's what it tastes like.
Really?
Yes, it's horrible. No, you shouldn't have this. Oh man, that is good shit. The old Hunter chip shop that invented that, good work.
So you do literally get a whole Mars bar, deep fried. It's quite thin batter though, isn't it? It's not like super thick like stodgy. You get on your fish.
No.
Not that we eat fish anymore, but
it's like tempura Mars bar.
Yeah, tempura Mars bar. Yeah. Maybe that's what they should call it. It sounds a little bit nicer than deep fried Mars bar. Anyway, right, I'm going in. I probably shouldn't.
You won't like it.
I won't like it.
You won't like it.
So it's a little bit melted. I don't like the look of it, to be honest.
I'm telling you, you should give that to me. I don't think you should even try it.
And I know when you say that I should actually try it. Right, here goes.
Processing.
Jesus Christ.
We'll be going back to Stonehaven, won't we?
I can't have any of these. I can't.
It's good, isn't it?
I'll be 10 billion stone. Oh my God. Who knew? Obviously the people in Scotland knew, because
they've kept it quiet as well.
That is good.
They've kept it north of the border, they've kept it quiet.
Oh my gosh. a number of sculptures in Stonehaven, but the most famous are the anonymous sculptures that have been appearing on the town's boardwalk for the last 15 years or so. The sculptor has been dubbed the Stonehaven Banksy after the famous graffiti artist. The sculptures in Stonehaven are a testament to the town's creative spirit. They are a reminder of the town's history and its connection to the sea. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We are currently in Forfar.
That's how you say it.
Is that
not
right?
Forfar.
Oh, too posh. That's what it is. Anyway, so we stopped here just for one night at a caravan motorhome site because we were visiting some family that live near here. And now we are doing quite a big drive today, about 2.5 to 3 hours south, for our last stop in Scotland.
No, it's been a long, great trip, but all good things have to come to an end.
Yeah, so we've booked in a little air/pub stop, but it's actually a camper one. So we're excited to see what that's all about. So we're stopping there tonight. Last stop in Scotland, and we'll hopefully show you around there later on.
Yeah, it looks quite nice.
Yeah, it does look nice. And then we've got one other stop we want to make before we start heading south back home later on in the week, but we'll tell you about that another time. So we've made it to our final stop in Scotland, but before we head to our air style stopover for tonight, we thought we'd stop over at this Revolution laundry. Now, for those of you who regularly travel in Europe, you might have seen one of these before. They're all over the place in Europe, and they're starting to pop up in the UK a little bit more now. So yeah, we just stopped to do a little bit of laundry. I've got a couple of minutes to go. They're super easy to use. You don't need any detergent or anything, and you can pay by contactless, which is super easy, and the cycles are really quick, and the washes are pretty good. So they normally have a couple of small machines, a bigger machine, and a really good dryer as well. I'm just going to use the washing machines today, and then we're going to head to our air. So we've finished our laundry, and now we've had a walk into Eyemouth. So we are actually staying on a little kind of pub stop / camper air. It's basically a little bit of land behind the pub where 4 vans can park, but I'll show you that later. We've come down to the harbour, and apparently in the daytime and on a high tide, there's a porter cabin just there, and I don't know if you can see, but there's like a pontoon, orange pontoon in the water down there, and between 10 and 4 every day they feed the seals. So you can feed them fish directly, so the seals come into the harbour naturally, and you can feed them. But we've just come down, they're not actually open now, and the seals are here. So I'll try and spot some for you, and and show you the seals. Mate, how's it going? Don't let the dogs too close. Hello. I haven't got any fishes for you. Hello. How are you? He's coming really close. Wow. He's big. She's big. And gone. Eyemouth is a working fishing port and has a long history of fishing. The town was once home to a large fishing fleet, but this was decimated by a storm in 1881, where 189 fishermen were lost at sea. Gunn's Green House is a Georgian mansion that overlooks the harbour. It was once a smuggling den and has a number of secret hiding places that were used to store smuggled goods. There is also a monument to Willie Spears, a local hero who led a revolt against the taxes on fish imposed by the local church.
So we've found ourselves a nice little beer garden to have a pint. We've got the Belhaven Best. I have tried a local blonde, but I wasn't too impressed, so we've gone back to the Best. There's also a fish and chip shop over there. But unfortunately, last orders is 7 o'clock and it's now
2 minutes past.
2 minutes past. Emma just went over to see if what time last orders was, and they finished. So
Never mind.
yeah, it looks like we're heading back to the van and having some pasta, but beers first.
We'll enjoy this first.
Yeah, and the sunshine. Look at this. I mean, longest day of the year. It's like 7 o'clock. It feels like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. So, but yeah, we've really enjoyed Eyemouth.
Yeah.
Eyemouth. I think Eyemouth. Please correct us in the complaints department if we're wrong. Yeah, we'll see you back at the van.
So this is where we stayed last night. This is Eyemouth Sea Air, and it's just behind the little pub there. And it was actually quite quiet last night. We had a little bit of noise from the seagulls, which are around, but other than that, it was super quiet. So there is electric hookup on the other side. There's space for 4 vans here. I would say probably you don't want to be any longer than 7 metres because you just won't get in, and you certainly won't get out if it gets full. So they have water just there. Drain behind me for your waste, and chemical toilet disposal just there too. The only thing they haven't got here is bins, so you have to take your rubbish away with you, but that's not so much of a big deal. I'll just go and show you the electric. It's all hard standing, so it's all gravel, and yeah, just got 1 electric meter there with 4 plugs. So this cost us £20 to stay here last night. The access is a little bit tight on the road. I'll just show you that as well. So you just turn in off that main road there, and you come down here, and then it's quite narrow access to get in, but it's not too bad. Yeah, and there's the sea, so super convenient. So we're off for a walk before we head off further south. We're actually leaving Scotland today, heading back to England, so we'll catch you in a bit.
See?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 seals, all on the little rocks out there, and on the bigger rocks cormorant and shag, which look very similar, but a shag's got like a tufty bit on its head. They're birds, by the way. But yeah, so these seals have got the life of blooming Riley, haven't they? At low tide, they sit out there on the rocks sunbathing, and then they just waltz on into the harbour to get fed fish, hand-fed fish by the fishermen in there on high tide. That's the life, isn't it?
It is the life.
Yeah, in the sunshine. And just like that, it was time to head south and over the border back into England to start our journey home. Join us next time as we head for one final stop on this trip, where Vikings, knights and dragons fulfill their destinies.